Hey guys, Quinlan here, and I'm just gonna put out another commentary of my Rogue. And if you've been keeping up with my Rogue videos, you have known that in my last video I was actually an assassination Rogue, and since then I've made the change to subtlety, and I'm really liking it. I know that subtlety. I've known since Cataclysm started that subtlety was the better spec, but I started as assassination as in Cataclysm, and this is my first PvP season as a rogue ever. I dabbled in it in Wrath, but I just never really got the hang of it. I didn't even get fully honor geared. But yeah, this is my real season, my first real season as a rogue, and so I had difficulty getting used to subtlety. But since I've started, I've gotten really used to it. I'm really liking it, especially preparation. That's probably my main reason for liking it. That and the insane burst you get with Shadow Dance in combination with on-use trinket. And the on-use trinket that I'm currently using in macroed in with my Shadow Dance is the Vicious Gladiators trinket. And the reason I'm using that is because it gives me resilience, and since I'm using a couple of PvE pieces such as the Belt of Nefarious Whispers and the Engineering Helmet, I need more resilience. So I chose to use both Gladiator trinkets for the resilience instead of using PvE trinkets, because as the fact that I'm human, I can use PvE trinkets and not have to worry about the PvP trinket that gets you out of all movement pairing effects, because I have every man for himself. And yeah, so I'm just gonna commentate on this game, commentate on everything that I do, so that if anybody's wondering about sub, they can take some of the things I use in this video and start using them to better their game. So in the fights that you've seen since the start, I forget who I fought at the start, but I fought a Pally, and I destroyed the Pally, and with this Death Knight, he got away from me at first, and then I used a deadly throw to slow him down. A really great macro to have is your throw macroed in with your deadly throw, so that if you have combo points, it'll use your deadly throw, and if you don't have combo points, it'll use your throw. And that way you can slow somebody down with a crippling poison, or just use your deadly throw if you want to slow somebody down just fully. And that just saves a keybind. And I really love that keybind. It's really great, and it gets me out of a ton of things. So I just had a fight there, and then I got jumped by two DPS. So what I had to do was I had to pop my preparation and I had to vanish. And since I had dots on me, I only had 3 seconds to get away before they would have caught me and killed me. So I popped sprint, and I immediately set my sights on the health buff. And as a rogue, if you have vanish and you're in the proximity of the health buff, you basically are set. There really isn't much that will kill you. Because vanish, how it works is that you have 3 seconds where your dots will not break you out of stealth. So yeah, you have 3 seconds to get to the health buff, and once you're at the health buff, you'll just get all your health back. You can even get a second stealth off, and you're set. Alright, so right there, you saw that I saw the flag carrier, I jumped on him, shadow danced, and nuked him down in a couple of seconds. And so that was a pretty sweet example of just how much damage shadow dance does. That's one of my main things I love about sub. So I start fighting this warrior, and I know that there's no chance I can win because he has a healer just right on him. I could try blinding the healer, but at the moment, I wanted to save the blind for the warrior in case he brought me down, because the warrior can chase me pretty well, and vanish was off cooldown, and I did have a sprint, but he would just charge. So as you can see, I blind the warrior, pop sprint, and try to book away. I know that the healer could try and nuke me down for the last bit, so I'd sprint around, and I'd try and get a stealth off quickly. And thankfully, the warrior just leaves me alone. And so now I'm I'm hunting down. I wanna move faster, so I pop stealth. That's something I never thought I'd be able to say. I don't know, all rogues must be feeling weird about this. We move faster in stealth. Like, just the logic there doesn't make sense, but I'm not even going to get into it. Being sneaky, I'm faster. I'm sprinting when I'm sneaky. I don't know. But yeah, so I just wanted to get into this fight. There's that warrior again. I'm a little nervous because he nuked me down before and almost got me, and I really don't want to get any deaths. as a rogue, I feel that I have too many cooldowns to allow myself to die. Just if you die, if you ever really die as like a rogue, then you just probably been wasting too many cooldowns, or you just got taken down by 2 or 3 people, and that happens to me a lot, and there's nothing you can do about that. But if I can help it, I just try not to die. So I pop a Shadow Dance, and I start nuking down this warrior, and I make sure that I have Slice and Dice and Recoup up most of the time. Often enough, I just let Slice and Dice go. It's not necessary, and there's often things that take priority over it, but you always want to have a Recuperate up as soon as possible for the not only for the damage resistance and damage and the health boost, but because each Recuperate tick is going to give you 12 energy as sub, and that's one of the main things that I like. And I'm not pretending to be a pro at sub yet. I've only really been into it for 2 weeks or so, but I'm just saying the things I've noticed and everything. So I back away from that Resto Druid because I see a few people around, and I thought one was going to go on me, and I figured that other player would kill him, but it turns out that he lived, so I just Shadow Stepped in, helped with the kill, and immediately jump on this other warrior. I get feared, trinket it, I got a Shadow Dance going, so I'm just trying to pop some ambushes, and he goes down. And I see a fight up ahead, so I'm just running over there, but then that fight's over too, so I'm finding a new target. I really love, my favorite thing about Rogue gameplay is that you can just run anywhere you want, really. You can run right into a group of enemies, choose a target, and if you're, most of the time, you can just get a kill going automatically and then just get out before anyone goes on you. So there's a big fight going on here. I immediately jump on this Death Knight, make sure, get Hemorrhage and Garrote going, and then as well as Recuperate, then I get my Slice and Dice going because he's trying to back away from me, trying to run, and I'm not going to get the kill right away considering he has a healer, so I go for the extra damage. And yeah, so I'm just trying to out-damage the healer now. Death Knight goes down, interrupt the healing touch, and the healer goes down. And so now I'm just, this is where just I can just jump on anyone, get some damage going, pop some cooldowns, and no one's really noticing me at the moment. Specifically because in Warsong Gulch, people often have better things to do, and me, I just like to kill. So people are just running by me, and this gives me a chance to just nuke them down. So that shaman tries to get away in a Ghost Wolf, and he probably would have got away, but I use a Deadly Throw and catch up to him. I know I'd sprint off cooldown, but sprint I like to save more as a life-saving ability. I know I used it there, but that was because I wanted to catch up to the flag carrier really badly. I wanted to nuke the flag carrier while he was outside and while we had the Alliance force. So I jump on the flag carrier. I have a Shadow Dance coming up soon. I know that. I'm just trying to set myself up for it, and he bubbles. So, I guess he didn't know that he can't do that. Yeah, that was pretty dumb, specifically because he probably could have survived for a while. He had a healer on him. He had other people around him. We were in their graveyard, for God's sake. If he just like outlived like 10 seconds longer, he could have had a graveyard pop with this other new healer who I just nuked. And yeah, so try not to bubble if you have the flag as a paladin. I don't know. So another thing, my last video talked about how warlocks can utilize this graveyard to have sick games of Warsong Gulch. Well, rogues also kind of have this ability as well, because you can just stealth, choose a target, wait for them to leave. Like, I'm right behind them, no one notices as I'm waiting to go out of combat, and I just choose a target, get set up, jump on him, and start nuking. And nothing he's gonna do about it. Dead. And then once again, I can jump off, fight in this fight, get a stealth going if I could, but that Searing Totem unfortunately kept hitting me. So I'm trying to back away, get out of combat, and yeah, so I can just use that graveyard pop up there anytime I want. I see this druid, but I choose to go for the druid I nuked down before because I knew it was an easier target. But I missed the sap unfortunately, so I just settle for this paladin. And yeah, Deadly Throw, Shadow Step, and the Shadow Step movement speed increase lets me keep up with him. And I'm waiting for a kidney, get the kidney, and then I pop Shadow Dance. And unfortunately, I can't do too much with this Shadow Dance, specifically because this guy still has a healer on him. But I managed to deal some damage. I managed to set myself up. I got a hemorrhage, slice and dice, and recuperate going, so it's going to be rough for this paladin to take me out this moment. I make sure that I'm making sure to keep everything up, and I'm trying to go for the kill quickly. I see this Death Knight come in. This would be an ideal time to back away, but I'm desperate for the kill. I really want this guy dead. He's so close, and I can feel the kill, and I know I have a vanish, so I go for it. I get it, and I vanish out of there. Not before, after I Cloak of Shadows to get the DK dots off me. So then I feel like I can beat this DK. I don't know. I'm pretty confident in my abilities, even though you can see my health. But yeah, so I nuke down the DK, and then this warrior comes on me, and I'm just thinking this is not going to be good. But then since I pop preparation, I get another vanish and get the back away again. I see this healer coming in, and I jump on him, and there's the nuke, dead again. And I'm really happy with my performance through this battleground. It's a good example of how much a sub rogue can do, and I'm loving sub at the moment. Yeah, and I'm going to be putting out some more videos more frequently than I have been in the past. My next video is going to be another Warlock video, and then I'm actually going to put out Enhancement Shaman Guide, because I've been playing a lot of Enhancement Shaman. And yeah, that's basically everything. Thanks for watching.